Hi, this is Seewing Yee from the Yee Wilson Network. Welcome. And today our presentation is going to be government VA foreclosure opportunities in Hampton Roads, Virginia. Okay, VA does not mean Virginia. VA means Department of Veteran Affairs, and the other abbreviation for VA is Virginia. I don't want to confuse you guys on this particular presentation. Anyway, the area of focus that we are going to present the government veteran administration foreclosure properties is in Hampton Roads. Hampton Roads is sort of a unofficial terminology. They are located in the part of the Virginia, which consists of quite a large area, and the main cities located in the so-called Hampton Roads are in Hampton, Virginia, as you can see here, Virginia Beach, and Norfolk, Virginia. This is the main area. So this metropolitan area, this metro is quite large. It's the 37th largest metro area in the country. There are approximately almost 2 million in population in this region of Southern Virginia area. So the reason why I'm putting a strong emphasis in for our investors to purchase VA foreclosures are for the various reasons. This is a very, very strong economy, but first and foremost, this economy is dominated by the military. As you know, some of you know, and hopefully more, that I am ex-US Army, 20 years of service, retired. Okay. Uh, so anyway, because of my background and experience, I'm in a perfect position as an expert to introduce these vehicle foreclosures for our investors. And of course, you already know the features. I don't need to go over that. You can study my newsletters and to determine the benefits associated with it. And the Hampton Road, Virginia area consists of many military bases, although it is a very diversified economy. It's not just the military. We have defense contractors, we have regular companies, high-tech companies, and retail, manufacturing, and it's just a lot of. It's a fast-growing area. So in the military, let me tell you how many military bases are located here, and this is one of the strongest military concentrated area in the entire U.S. and for that matter in the whole world. And is mainly U.S. Navy. You have the Norfolk Naval Base is the largest naval base in the U.S. and in the world for that matter. They have like 75 Navy ships are are stationed here, including around I believe 6 aircraft carriers that are stationed here, and then there are amphibious and assault ships and cruisers and destroyers and submarines and naval transports, amphibious assault ships. So very, very heavily military based. Not only that, you have across, in fact, before we do that, all right, I want to share with you, we have identified a person, is a point of contact for opportunities. So once you read this newsletter and watch the video, the next step is, of course, consult with me briefly. Make sure that you are serious to enter this program. Then I will refer you to my point of contact in Hampton, Virginia. His name is John Bork. Okay, and his information, his cell phone, and his email address. So he will walk you through the whole process. He has everything in place: property management, the rehab team, the everything on the ground, because he's been doing it for a long time. Okay, so he's a point of contact. He will do most of the work, not me, because it's very, very time consuming. See, so that's his specialty. His specialty is identifying the VA foreclosures in his area of jurisdiction in the Hampton Roads area. And of course, before you go to him, you have to get VA loan, Vendy loan qualify, 5% down for investors, Mr. Tyler Keel. Okay, Kyle, I think, I don't know. So let me see what else. And most important of all, many of you still do not know, you have to have at least 2 years or prior investment property ownership experience to qualify to get this 5% down for investors, all right, for vending financing. So if you do not have that, you cannot obtain this 5% down VA loan to purchase investment properties. Now, once again, you do not have to be a military veteran to buy this government veteran administration foreclosures. Are you guys very clear about that? All right, so if you are, let's go over the again the area in question. So let me click on the satellite because I kind of like to use this a little bit. I want to show you this example. I love, to study Navy ships, even though I'm in the Army. Anyway, Norfolk Naval Base, if I can come down toward the satellite, you'll see Norfolk Naval Base is the largest naval base in the world, even larger than Pearl Harbor and larger than the San Diego Naval Base. Just goes to show you on this satellite, you will see if you see the two aircraft carriers. I believe this is a Harry S. Truman, and this is maybe George W. Bush, the two carriers. So just so you know, there are a lot of carriers, just more in these piers throughout the year. Some are operational, some are in repair mode, and there are of course a lot of Navy ships. And furthermore, yeah, so this is a kind of interesting. So I always study military for obvious reasons, and so very heavy military presence. But other than that, the other military bases located here is not only that, you see, it's the Joint Expedition Base in Little Creek, which is in Virginia Beach, which is right here. For those of you who do not know, this particular base, they are the Navy SEALs, the U.S. Navy SEALs. You know the SEALs, right? They are the most famous military unit in the world. So they are based here at the Joint Expeditionary Base, Little Creek, Fort Story, Virginia Beach. Just so you know, I mentioned about Norfolk Naval Base, which is right here, right? And then finally, Newport News shipbuilding is they built those gigantic naval ships, including aircraft carriers and submarines and other military ships for many years. So just up the road right here, Newport News. And then we have Oceana Naval Air Station. That's where all the military jets and everything, they just park on this airport, this little naval airfield. If they are not at sea, if they are at sea with the aircraft carriers, a fleet, the Oceana Naval Air Station, those military jets, they fly into the carriers and they will perform their operation. So Norfolk Naval Base, their mission is to secure the Atlantic Ocean gateway, as well as the Mediterranean and the Indian Ocean sphere of influence. That is their mission. Okay, so all right, let me see what else. What else is Langley Air Force Base is located up right in Hampton, right around here. And then okay, so then Fort Eustis is somewhere up here as well, very close by. So you have an Army base, you have an Air Force base, but mainly naval base, and then there is the naval shipyard, Newport News. So a lot of defense contractors, high-tech companies located here, and very good economy. So whenever you have a heavy concentration of military members, either active duty, obviously there's a lot of active duty members here. U.S. From all four branches: Marines, Navy, Army, and Air Force. And also a lot of retirees live here, and as well as ex-military veterans that serve one tour of duty or maybe two tour of duty. They wish to remain in this region of the U.S., the Hampton Road. So therefore, a lot of military people, and as a result, there are more than ample amount of government via foreclosures that comes into the market for various reasons, as I stated. Of course, foreclosure happen when people lost their job, or they suffer a medical disability, or maybe they got killed in a war zone somewhere in Afghanistan or Iraq, whatever, right? There are missions being performed all the time with the military. Anyway, so let me see what else. Yeah. So yeah, this is the region. The Hampton Roads consists of it is a very, very fast growing economy, and there's a lot of opportunities. So via foreclosures, let me share with you on this website. I look at it daily basis. So if you when I click on Virginia, we will see 52 properties on any given day, all right, on or available via foreclosures. But I have identified 20 of the 52 properties potentially are within, meet our criteria, typically less than 200 grand, and and in good areas and good rental market, at the rent, just you have like a 1% rent to value ratio, right? Those kind of things. But we'll pick everything for you. By the way, I mean, as an investor, some of you savvy investors out there, you could you can do this yourself. You can look at this website yourself and just evaluate your own deals. But why you do that? You can go through us, because I have done most of the work for you. I have put together the right team. You know how hard it is to put together a property management team and all that turnkey system for you, very reputable, credible sources. So so we do all the upfront work, so you don't have to do it. They'll become very seamless and turnkey for you. All right, so I just want to identify one property. I don't want to spend too much time on Hardison Drive, Virginia Beach. So let me try to find Hardison Drive, Virginia Beach. So yeah, some of these property, I'm not gonna, I go through them, and not all of them qualify for investors, because they're located in an area we do not like, in a boondock somewhere in countryside. We want them to be located close to the mainstream of activities, so we can get some consistent rental income. So even though this property is also a potential, but I don't want to give you too much detail, because my affiliate network agent John Bork will consult with you, work with you. Once you get pre-approval on the Venti financing, then I release you to him so he can consult with you, work with you one-on-one, put you on a waiting list, whatever, because it's not easy to get some of these foreclosures. So there are 20 foreclosures that I believe, just by initial high-level evaluation on my part, that could fit the criteria for purchase. So these properties come and go very quickly. So I'm going to use this one example, then I'll conclude this presentation. This particular property, although it's a little bit above my criteria, 210,000, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. It's fairly new, 2006. We don't know the what kind of rehab is necessary, but we'll determine that hopefully between 5 or 10 grand. The lower, the better. So what I proceeded to do is my research. Also, I look at the rent scenario. Is quite nicely within a 2-mile radius of this property, with 4 bedrooms, right? And this website indicates that the median rent range is between 1655 to 1857. So the numbers are very, very good, right? For the 14 of the houses in this 4-bedroom are within a 2-mile radius, are renting at this price range. So you look at this between almost 1900, almost 17 to 1900. Let's say 1800 is the gross rent. Then then the let me see what else. Anyway, I'm so sorry. So let me copy and paste this into here, into Zillow. Let me show you another scenario which we have done on your behalf. So this property, right, as I said, very, very nice looking, right? 4-bedroom, 4 bath, 21 100 square foot. $210,000 via foreclosure. You locate a very good part of town in Central Virginia Beach, very close to the military installation. So the rental market is very, very strong. So you look at this property, you know, see, it's very well maintained, very clean. I suspect very, very rehab, only a few $1,000s of rehab in my estimation. I don't know, right? It's, you know, fairly new, built in 2007. So let me see what else. School district is okay, you know, 6 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Over here is a little bit concerning, 3 out of 10. But it's okay. Let me see what else that we need to know. Again, the rent is very, very high. So with 5% down payment using the Vendi financing for qualified investors, then you should be able to pretty much have a slight monthly cash flow, believe it or not. So this property, one example, which is could be very, very desirable for you to purchase. Again, you may see multiple offers. We do not know, but you will work with me and my team on the ground. And here's the location of the property, right in the central Virginia Beach area, right? Close to all the military location, close to Norfolk Naval Base, close to Virginia Beach area. Very, very nice. It's Virginia Beach, so right in the middle of everything. So yeah, this property is very nice. Even though at 210,000, you could break even or slight positive cash flow, even with only a 5% down. That is the value of buying government foreclosures, right? So of course you have to pay for the rehab as well. And I think that's pretty much it. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. This is an example. You know, I look at the this VA website every single day to evaluate and eliminate most of the opportunities and just tailor make the one that fits us. Then we on the ground, Mr. John Bork will help you with all the remaining details, property management, how much it costs for a rehab team, how to make offers, how much to make offers on a particular property, because we're competing in a multiple listing service against local buyers, owner occupied buyers. So okay, so that's how the game is played. Very, very exciting, very good value for all of you. Very few people know about VA foreclosures except myself because of my background and experience. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Sorry for talking so long. And so most important thing is, like I said, you get your loan pre-approval first through Mr. Tyler Kyle, and then it will take a few days. Then once you have the loan pre-approval, that I'm going to send you to our network affiliate partner, Mr. John Bork, in the local Virginia area. All right, in the Hampton Road area. Okay, so that's all I have to say. Thank you so much. Good luck, and thanks for listening. Look forward to working with all of you. Have a nice day. This is Seewing Yee from the Yee Real Estate Network. Goodbye.